and welcome to today's inspiration. So today we are featuring a story of a boy from right in the middle of nowhere in a village in Kenya. And this is a boy that has moved from literally nothing to a staff sergeant in the United States of America. His name is Solomon Mboto Ongera. But I will not be introducing him because he is the inspiration of today. So today we are going to find out how exactly did a boy that was little known from a little known village turn out to be a paramilitary in the United States Army. Solomon, you're very welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Karibu sana.
Karibu Solomon.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure having you. Yes, Solomon. Tell us, what does it mean to be on that rank in the United States of America?
Well, thank you for the introduction, first of all, and thank you for inviting me to your show. And I don't take that for granted. And I hope everything that we share is going to inspire somebody out there.
Yes.
So, initially, before I even say what it means to be a staff sergeant, just to let you know, I'm not on a staff sergeant. I'm a retired staff sergeant.
Retired.
Let's put that clear. So praise hypos like, oh, I'm not still in active duty. So, but to be a staff sergeant, of course, you have to, start from a private. You shine above your peers. You get promoted to a private second class. Then you shine, you outshine your peers. You get promoted to a PFC. And then you do the same thing. You shine, then you get promoted to a specialist. But when you are in a specialist rank, depends on your skills and leadership, they can pin you a corporal rank, which I didn't like because you just have a rank, you have power with no money. No problem.
It's a name, it's us.
You are a leader, but you are getting paid as a specialist. So you just work hard, but you are getting paid the same as your peers.
All right.
So, but it's better now. You work so hard, you become a sergeant. Now, once you become a sergeant, of course, you have to keep the competition high. So it's more now requirements, skills. You can also have college education kicked in. Once you from private to E4, that is a specialist, it's automatic promotion. We call it in the Army, in the US Army, we call it. You show up in the right time, in the right uniform, and do the right thing. If you do those three things,
Discipline.
you will be automatically promoted. But if you do more than that, you can get what we call fast promotion. Like instead of waiting for 3 months to get promoted from a private to a PV2, you can get that what we call a waiver. Like your supervisor will go tell the commander, hey, that kid is good, give him a waiver. Then your commander, because from E4 below, it's the commander who promotes you. Your commander, but when you get above specialist, now you work for promotion points.
Solomon, I'm going to stop you right there.
Go ahead.
So that we can backtrack. Okay?
I wanted to explain what it means to be a staff sergeant.
Okay, all right.
So you understand, a staff sergeant is not just a staff sergeant. I worked so hard to earn that rank. So that when you become a specialist, you have to go to what we call a basic leadership course. Then you have to earn points. How do you earn points? Like getting awards. You do a good job, you get an award. There's different types of award. There's what we call certificate of achievement. Certificate of achievement, you just given like you achieved something more than your peers. So you get certificate of achievement, which has 5 points. But now there's also another one that is called Army Achievement Medal. AM. That one has 10 points, 10 promotion points. So to get an AM, as you must have done something good. So then there's another one which is called an ARCOM. An ARCOM, it's not easy to get. It has 20 points. So you see, you have to keep those, you have to chase for those awards. Then now you have to do what we call school.
Yeah.
You can go for college. Every 2 hours, college has 4 promotion points. So that's how you accumulate those points. So, and then your physical fitness test. The higher you score, the higher promotion points you have. Then you go to the range, shooting. The more qualification you have,
The more points.
the more points. So those points, we fight for them.
Yes.
So you find somebody has best grade across, he has the time in service, but he does not have IAM. He doesn't have all these points. So
They will
they stay there. In fact, not to say names,
Please
no
don't.
people have stayed there.
Please don't say names.
there are people who saw you. Okay, let me use myself. Okay, let me use myself as an example. It took me 6 years to become a sergeant.
Wow.
It took my wife 3 years to become a sergeant.
Wow.
Oh.
That's
Interesting.
like something.
Because she was more high speed and of course, you know, because I know what it takes to be a sergeant. So me, when I joined, I didn't have, I depended on my leader to tell me, hey, if you do this, that's how you get your points. But now when my wife joined, I already know what she needs to become a sergeant. So I kind of push that, be like, hey, hey, do this, do this, bam. She was a sergeant. And believe me what, there are people who she find there, they were already a specialist waiting to be a sergeant. Now she becomes a sergeant.
Wow.
And now they
She's
are,
leading them.
yes.
What?
And those are the most difficult people to lead in your formation.
Because they feel entitled
Because
to
you're
power.
a kid.
So you're coming back.
They're telling you what to do.
You
But
literally
now,
just joined.
they will start telling you, I don't respect you as a person, but I respect your rank. You're like, okay.
Which is
It's
good.
okay.
You can work
I'm
with
not
that.
here.
You can work with
Now, you are now a sergeant. Now again, you have to fight to get to a staff sergeant.
Wow.
Now it also calls for
After
So
saying
there's levels to it.
Yes.
You are a sergeant,
Yes.
and then you are a staff sergeant.
Yeah, because now
Alright.
as a sergeant, you are a leader of soldiers. You lead soldiers. You are the first supervisor. You are the first line supervisor. Any soldier in that company reports to a sergeant. And then a sergeant reports to a staff sergeant.
Oh. Okay.
So when you are a staff sergeant and all of these guys are sergeants, when they come to you, they actually have to be in this position.
Wow.
When they talk to you, until you tell them, relax. They will sit down.
at ease.
And
So
talk to
you took 6 years to become a sergeant.
Yeah.
At what point do you become the staff sergeant?
That's my 8th year.
Wow.
But I want to push my wife to become a staff sergeant at the 6th year.
Impressive.
Because I know she can, and it's like I say, it's you're hard working, you know. You're not doing anything like that is beyond, but it's also like I was saying, being a paratrooper also gave me points, and also
Maybe explain to our
paratrooper is
paratroopers.
when you go to airborne school and you're jumping out of aircraft using a parachute. You are a paratrooper.
Wow.
So when you are a paratrooper, it gives you about, I think, 25 points. It's a long time. I stopped counting those points.
You jump out of
How many
planes.
times have you jumped from an aircraft?
I counted.
How many jumps
I
do you
cannot
have?
look down from a
From a
plane.
3-story building?
I cannot look down. Like,
In fact, the funny thing is, when I was going to airborne school, I did not know or I did not understand fully what I was putting myself in.
You wanted the points.
No, I did not know anything about points. Because when I went to airborne school, I went straight after advanced individual training.
Okay.
So I went from boot camp to advanced individual training, straight to airborne school. But I also wanted to go to Ranger school after airborne school, which never happened. But the way I ended up going to airborne school, number one, when I was in boot camp, I did not know I could run. And that's one thing that I will talk about Kenyans were hiding behind. We have talents that because we haven't probably have mental opportunity to push to ourselves to be like, oh, I can fly, oh, I can run, oh, I can sing, oh, I can be an actor, or I can be named
This and that.
So
you can run?
I was told you are now going to do an army physical fitness test, and you have to run this football field 8 times. And I was like, that's it? Okay. So, on a mat, ready, go. And you have to complete this within this amount of hours. If you don't do, minutes. If you don't do that, you have failed. I took off.
How long was it? How many
minutes are you given?
That's the best I did. That is 2 miles. I did 11 minutes.
What?
Yes.
Then you can run.
So,
but it's something like
it is not everyone that can do that.
When I took off, I left everybody on the ground.
Wow.
And then one drill sergeant told me, man, slow down because you're not going to make it. He thought I don't understand how many times I'm.
Just work around.
Yes, because they also understood that I had language barrier. I was straight.
Or maybe you haven't understood.
So they thought I didn't feel that how far I'm going.
The beast mode was activated.
Yes, but the more he told me slow down, the more they
harder your brain
fuel in my spirit. So and then I was also passing people, and they'd be like, "Damn, I'm moving like wind, man." So I started going around, and then that anxiety, that excitement.
Yeah.
Like, oh wow.
By the way, when you're doing so good,
you're surprising even yourself.
Yeah, you got into a mode that you don't even understand.
So
then when I was done, my first sergeant, who is in charge of our company, came and shook my hand and they asked me, "Young man, where are you from?" I said, "Kenya." No wonder.
It literally didn't know that even when you were in Kenya, you were not running.
No,
in fact, they should give us chance to.
I know. Maybe it's in the Kenyan gene.
Yeah. So then he told me, "I recommend you go to airborne school." So I was like, "Oh, Muzungu. Yes, it's so. He has recommended me to do something." I felt like special. And I felt like if I don't do this airborne thing, I will fail him.
Yeah.
So when I was in the NIT, they said, "Who want to go to airborne school? We are taking people to."
Number one.
After all, it was I don't understand what
you know that I was recommended to do that.
Wow.
So I went and did the airborne physical, and then I got to airborne school. Now, we're being shipped by buses. I have all the luggages from my uniforms and all that. I learned. When you go to such kind of schools, it's a hall. And there are bunk beds. So everybody's there randomly. So we go there, I hear people beating stories. Man, I can't wait to jump out of the aircraft. I'm like, you say what?
Okay. Okay, wait. But at this point, during the time you've been told like you're going to an airborne school, you did not know that it involved jumping.
No, I didn't know what this airborne is about.
Then there was a language barrier.
Yeah, it was.
They were
So they say, man, I can't wait to jump out of the aircraft. I'm like, what? So we're here to jump out of aircraft.
No, I've been back.
Oh my goodness.
it kicked in so hard, and then now I realized that
Sorry.
I don't understand English completely.
That is when you acknowledge
So,
that there
And
is
they were like that Mzungu, don't I be
I don't even, you ask me his name even today.
you
I
can't
cannot
remember. Mhm.
Oh my god.
So,
So you're here, you realize that you have to jump from an aircraft.
so
What do you
now
do next?
I started having a plan. I said,
Just don't.
how am I going to drop from up there? So
very
those
good.
questions started worrying me because now I have put myself into suicide zone. So, like, I want to die.
yeah. This guy I'm going to commit suicide.
You're like, I came to die in a foreign land.
Yeah, without knowing. Huh? Now I
I
said,
think you hated that guy who recommended
So I-
you what you can.
I looked around and picked 3 guys. So after they brief everything, they teach us.
Just a minute. At that point, how many Africans are there in that setup? How many
I was
people?
already myself from Kenya.
Oh wow, that's another interesting thing.
Oh, and then that feels
Myself,
like
okay.
that feels like suicide.
But also,
Yeah, it
but
does.
also that cafe thing, I look around, I'm like, from all the way from Kiroka,
Yeah.
Kaki, I am the only one here.
Damn.
I know it feels
Let
good,
me
but
do this. So when I go
For my
back,
country.
If I
I tell
ever
them
go
that
back.
there's something I did you have never done.
In fact, I don't think, maybe there are a few.
Yeah.
This is what I'm telling you.
Yeah. So,
I don't know many cases that would
I don't
jump
know.
voluntarily.
so that kind of like gave me that pride of saying like, Solomon, you must do this.
But
There is no turning back.
you know what you have done to me? I will also. But what you have done to me, like to be like I'm dreaming. Like all these guys are not from Kenya.
Yeah.
They don't understand Swahili.
Right.
And I'm here.
They are not even African.
And most of them are excited. We can't wait
They
to
want to
jump.
jump.
Wait, I don't want that. And
You don't.
no, I think I'm not alive.
So,
Yeah.
so I say,
Had you known that, from the moment the Mzungu told you that you're going to the airborne school, if you
Had
had
you
known
understood
it
that?
involved jumping from an aircraft, would you have gone?
I think I could still because I'm building a way. If somebody tells me, Solomon, you can do this, I will honor that.
Nice.
I love honoring that. If
Nice.
somebody, like, I respect that. That's why, like, when I grow up, I was told you are named Solomon Mboto. You need to understand who is this Solomon Mboto. This was a great guy. So all along when I grew up, I wanted to do better than him.
Oh, there was
a
song.
Yes. So there's that thing in me. If you tell me something, I will try to
be a
make it.
greatness in it.
Yes.
All right, fast forward to airborne mini school. So
So
here you have to jump.
So I have to.
No, you picked 5 people.
No, 3 people.
Three people.
That was my plan of now. Because I found out that now, honestly, I don't understand English.
You have confirmed.
Because I have confirmed.
You have accepted.
And when I'm up there coming down, I'm not going to ask questions.
Yes.
Because by then I'll be dead.
Oh my goodness. It's
So I developed a plan of 3 people. I cannot trust one. But I cannot trust the second one. I can trust the third.
They cannot commute
If
the 3 of
they
them.
If they use different language, at least now I can go.
You can
combine.
you can confirm with the same
What
one.
they say.
Oh, now you 3 people to
Yes.
confirm that.
Later,
But
after
so
training in the
if you are
evening.
told 3 times,
In the evening,
There is a
I will
chance.
go. Oh, what did they say? How do you open this parachute? And then you will tell me.
It involves your life.
Yeah. Now I will not just trust him. I'll go to the second guy and ask him the same, and the third. And now I will go to bed.
now you
At least
understood at
from
that
the
point.
3,
At least
have this
in
common.
one minute, because you don't know who likes you and who doesn't like you.
You don't know
What
who
are the
is.
odds that
Yeah, then you want to ask.
then
Then you want to ask somebody who doesn't even like the way you look.
Oh
So
yeah.
they will appreciate if you come down and you don't make it.
Oh my God. And maybe
No, but on
they mean good, but maybe there's one of them that their language, their English.
The language and the English, because also in the United States, what you need to understand, somebody from Chicago speaks the Chicago accent. Somebody from New York speaks the New York accent. Somebody from the South and all that. So there are some people you can barely even understand what they are saying. In as much as they don't understand what you are saying, you also cannot understand what they are saying. And the armies, you can even get somebody from South Korea, from everywhere. Armies, actually, US Army, we have, I can say everywhere, except probably North Korea.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
But now, when there's ground week where you jump, I mean they teach you how to land. So they use like tables like that. You go, you jump. They tell you when you jump how you're supposed to put your feet, how you land, how you fall down, because you have to fall down. So when you land, you land in a move that. You land with your feet, but as soon as you land, this will hit the ground, this will hit the ground, this will hit the ground, and then you roll back.
Wow.
So you have to do that simultaneously. As soon as you hit the ground, don't just hit this as we jump.
I saw you guys.
Kissy, they used to say, when you want to do, you don't want to fall, put your feet like this. When you jump,
It's a lie.
No, don't do that, because now you're compromising your knees.
So you had to unlearn everything you
Yes. So you have to remove that. You have to run like that, and then you open your parachute, you let it go. Because if you don't do that, it will drag you. But even if you do that, it will still drag you.
Or even if you open it and let it go, it will still have to drag you.
I think this is why I asked the question, because when you were strapping your parachute on, I feel like you really need to make sure it is safely strapped on, right?
You don't do it. They do it.
They do it for you.
But if there's one of the most difficult training, it's airborne school. It's not a joke. Especially once you put that harness, the harness that is attached to the parachute, my friend, that thing goes through here. It holds you, and then you are being told you sit on a hole for like 8 hours. The first jump was terrible. You sit there, you have that parachute on, you want to use the bathroom, and you're being told you cannot touch it because after it has been tampered, now you have to take it up, and
they put on another one.
The jump master has to come and so you are sitting there 8 hours. If they see you, even they touching is different. Even you scratching yourself underneath it, you are touching it. So
it's compromised.
It's compromised.
Oh my God.
Damn.
So
because people's lives are on the line.
And then you get to the aircraft. Then you sit there. They're waiting for the winds to come down. Everything.
It's done to precision.
Yeah. So my very first jump was.
Tell us about the first
It was bad.
It
was bad.
What height was it?
How long did it take for you to go for the first jump? I mean, for how many days did you train before you could do the trial
So
jump?
we have ground week, tower week, and jump week. So
like you jump from a tower first?
Yes.
With the parachute?
Yeah. But it doesn't open.
Did they even put mattresses down there where you're falling?
No. You jump on
it doesn't open?
No. Like when you are jumping from tower week, the towers are made in a way, like, what do you call this thing that people do all the time? When they put that wire on a cliff. Zip line. Yeah, pretty much. Tower week is like zip line. So technically they want you to come from that height. And you run.
You feel
You run.
You feel
so they are training you. Pretty much tower week. It's running versus overcoming the height.
Phobia
and all that.
Oh, okay.
But you still have a parachute. around.
In the case was
And in airborne school, Mark you run everywhere. If you're going to eat, you are running. You come into your bed.
Movement by running.
Movement, every movement you make, you have to run.
What?
Then this is the sleeping area. Now we're going to train at Nyacho. And you have to wake up by 5. You go train, come eat, go run back, train, come run back, eat, run back. You know, like the Arabs say that you let the food sit down. There's nothing like that in the urban school.
Okay, tell us about the first jump.
So the first jump, so when you jump, every second somebody's jumping.
Wow.
Yeah.
Every second?
Every second somebody's jumping. If you screwed up, you are killing somebody. Yes.
It is, why, how?
You don't have a moment to, if you delay to decide fully whether you are going off the plane.
They say,
by the time you are on that plane, you're jumping.
They say,
I need a moment.
They say, once you enter that aircraft, you must jump.
Okay.
If you didn't want to jump,
you don't get into the aircraft. Yeah.
And this is your
so
first
it's
jump.
not up there that you're going to change your mind that, I think today is not my day to jump. No. So, my first jump, so they put you in 2 rows. Actually, when you get to that aircraft, it's designed in a way that the seats are designed in, like, remember how we used to have the matatus back in the day? Yes. So you're seated like this.
We are facing
the other one is sitting like that. So this row, the first 8 jumpers will jump first.
Oh, the one facing down the door.
And then the aircraft will turn around back to the drop zone and then they will race. Yeah, so we jump in. So there was the first 8 people on that side, which was the right side. They were the first one to exit, and then they let these guys. Sometimes they will do simultaneously. So the first chalk jumped.
It's called a joke.
Yeah. So when they jumped,
The
the first jumper was a female. When they said, when they opened that door, my friend,
and the wind,
that wind,
the height,
have you opened
the noise.
When I was in Kisi, when you are eating like sugarcane, and you are in a mat from Keroka to Kisi, now you want to open the window to charge.
Throw the
You see that? Now, that's nothing. Now, this is going kilometer per hour. That is moving in knots. So that's like speed.
No,
wait,
you jump.
Wait, the plane is in motion.
Yes.
I thought you go. It comes to like.
That is a suicide mission, brother. You even call your parents to tell them goodbye before you get to that aircraft.
You are jumping from high performance aircraft. That's what they call it.
They're preparing you for war. In the event of war, you are jumping while it is moving.
Yes.
Oh wow.
No rope.
No, you're using a parachute.
So wait.
So the first jumper, so they say, stand up, hook up, ready. They do all the
Stand up, hook up.
What are you hooking?
The thing that is going to open the parachute. The parachute is not going to open by itself. So there's a rope that is attached to that parachute.
You pull it and...
So there's you see that zip liner thing? There's a wire that is attached from the rear of the aircraft to the door. The door, there's a jump master who is controlling the jumping. So it's the one. So you come there, you stand at the door like this because you have your parachute, and then you have your reserve parachute. That
You have an extra in case this doesn't.
In case this one fails.
And then when it fails, you turn up upside down.
And then remember, during airborne school, there's this song. They said that if my main don't open, I will try my reserve.
Damn.
That one failed too.
Sounds like
And it's not
sounds like a bad song.
That one fails too. Bury me in like I'm doing push-ups.
Oh man.
Because I died tough.
Damn.
Oh. Okay, don't scare me.
Why does that make me
Tell us
feel
what
so-
you were telling us.
Don't bury me like this on jumping. So the jump master was like, go. That's the only time you can eat
A man
legally.
is about to eat your bags.
Then you jump 6 feet
Oh, kwenda mbele.
on the belly.
Away from the ground.
And then 3 feet up.
Wait,
You're not
what?
jumping down. You're jumping.
How are you supposed to jump up from a moving aircraft?
Wait, at what?
And gravity, what happened to gravity at this point?
No.
We are not.
If you jump, so that's the requirement. So when she was told to jump, she sat down.
I can imagine.
That now gave me butterflies. And now they closed the door and we turned around and then they prepared again. The second time, go. She
That's
sat
the
down.
first one.
She sat down again. They pushed her out. I was like,
Oh my goodness.
You can never grow.
if that really happened, now I have to.
There's no need to keep sitting
Because
down.
eventually I'll be pushed.
Have you imagined kettles being taken to a kettle tip? I became like what?
You're like at the end of the day.
I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm following what everybody's doing. So I jumped. After I jumped, the parachute opened.
Yourself, at least the speed at which you're falling.
I felt like a butterfly. I
Wow.
started scanning the earth
Seriously?
from above, coming down slowly.
Wow.
Now it became the most like
The greatest experience.
Wow.
I felt so good. Yeah. And then now after that, jumping became like another thing.
Wait a minute, how long did it take before the parachute opened?
It takes, so we have two types of parachute. There's one that takes 4 seconds, and there's one that takes 6 seconds.
In those 6 seconds,
You cannot.
what distance have you gone down?
It's allowed, but what from my experience out of the 27 jumps I had,
Those
Please repeat
went
that
back
statement
willingly.
so that people know
You went
exactly
back
how.
willingly to jump
27 times.
27 times.
That is a
Really?
major flex.
But also, now you have to understand there's 3 different types of jumps. There's a jump, you just jump with a parachute from the door. There's another jump, you jump from the rear of the aircraft. Like they open it back there, you jump out.
That's now big crafts.
Yes. Then there's one that we call combat jump. Combat jump is you jump. Let's say we are going too long. You jump with your mother. You jump with your changing clothes. You jump with your bed. I mean, not bed, but in your mattress. You jump with your
Like you're
tent.
self-contained.
You jump with everything that will sustain you for 6 days, including food.
Wow.
Your food, you jump with it.
Yeah, because we
What
have.
happened to the
we
people
have,
you said you go to war because they are designated to be maybe doctors, food
Specialists. Army specialists.
The jump, when you are jumping, you know you are jumping into a forest, right? And by the time they got everybody,
or you need to be
start
alive
building a
fast.
big tent, where now they can cook, where they can do.
You've got to find a way to
Attend to your
survive.
wounds.
Yes, you have to have your personal stuff, even water. So by that time, there was a jump that actually led to my getting my injury. That jump, I had so much gear that was heavier than water weight.
Oh my goodness.
And
So that requirement of jumping 6 feet and up, I did not do that because I just fell because
it was too heavy.
it was too heavy, and it was a night jump. And you are falling not in like. So we were stationed in North Carolina, Fort Bragg, the home of the brave, airborne. So we went to Louisiana for our training.
Louisiana.
Yeah. So that's far from North Carolina. And you're jumping in a forest that you don't know. And then now you're given a grid coordinate. This is the meeting point. At night, you only have a compass and a pen and a protractor
And a museum.
and a mzigo, and now you have your
Wait, and you got injured in that jump?
yes.
Damn.
And I was actually, there are people who don't get lucky, they die. That day I'm glad that I just got injured because at around some 100 feet, the gear, the bag that you're going, that has everything you have to drop it.
Oh, let it go first.
Let it go,
Oh, yeah,
so you don't
because
land with it.
Okay.
And then I had a machine gun, a very heavy one, that was also tied here on my side.
And you need to
You're
let it
saying
go
some
first.
really cool stuff.
so when
You know, these
it
things
sounds
are so
like,
cool. Like,
Wait,
James
you need to
Bond.
let go of the machine gun as well.
No, you cannot.
you can never let go of
You can let. No, yeah, that one you can let go that.
of the machine.
Because you don't, even if you let it go, it doesn't just go and fall anywhere. Because you are directly falling.
Or it's like
And
once you are very
and
specific.
even if you let it go, it's still tied to you. There is a rope that is lapped back and forth with rubber bands. So as it goes, it just
inajiachilia hivi. So you can't lose it.
you can't lose it. So because I had a crazy exit, that ruined everything for me.
Oh, yeah, the exit is very important
Yes,
as well.
when I exited, my parachute, it hit the skin of the aircraft and it started going like this. So when it does like that, it takes time. It opened there, but because it has like 4 lines, so it puts you like this. So you cannot adjust it, because you adjusting it, it slowers it, you are landing,
more
and also you control the direction to where you want it to land. So I did not have the privilege to do
At
all.
what moment did you know you had screwed up? Like, did your jump master know that you really messed up? Na wewe ni wakati gani ilikuhit like?
No, as
Okay,
soon
this is
as
going
me,
bad.
I knew this is too heavy for me. But of course, I'm a warrior. I don't want to be left behind when other warriors are proving the point that we can do this.
That spirit, man. Where do you get it?
It's just in your
like at this point, warriorship.
Wait, so as you were jumping, you could feel the weight. You knew you did not do
I'm not going to do that, but there is that, God always protects us because He knows our weaknesses. So there's that also. You say, Master, guide it.
Much as it is suicide, you know this is more suicide than normal.
I know.
So it's in the dark before you continue on what happened that day. It's in the dark, you're falling into a forest, you're running into a forest. There are trees before you get down. So is it that you can control the parachute enough that you can see where you're falling so that you don't hurt yourself or something?
There's several types of landing. That's why they take you to airborne school and teach you. There's emergency landing. You can find yourself landing in water. What are you supposed to do? So they teach you. You can land on these